What's up, people of YouTube? F-Man Critic back, and, well, I thought I review an ultimate Christmas movie. I mean, technically, they do say that Nightmare Before Christmas also counts as a Halloween movie, but considering the fact that it's not Halloween, and this movie does have the word Christmas in it, I figured it works out. I mean, it's a known fact that this movie counts as a Halloween and Christmas movie, so it works out. So yeah, the movie was made by Tim Burton, and known as the genius mind who gave us Edward Scissorhands and Alice in Wonderland, Batman and Returns, I think. Beetlejuice, and so others, and I gotta say, for this movie, it really does capture the LSD mind of Tim Burton. It really does. Like, it opens up with, like, goblins and ghouls and really cool looking stuff and just things dancing around, and with the catchiest song of the movie, This Is Halloween, clever foreshadowing, and then we get introduced to our main character, Jack Skellington, known as the Pumpkin King, and he is depressed in the movie. Okay, after when they throw on a smashing Year of Halloween, he kind of gets all depressed, because it's the same thing he has to keep doing every Halloween, keeps doing it over and over, and it kind of gets stale after a while. I mean, he can't just keep doing this for the rest of his afterlife, Oh, anyway, and then going through a walk, he comes across this forest with all these holiday-themed door trees. Then he falls into the Christmas one. Doesn't the next holiday that comes after Halloween is Thanksgiving? And anyway, he goes into Christmas Town, and then he realizes what a beauty it is, and how wonderful, and how he could be, how he could do this, He tries to present the town, but they don't really know what the hell's going on, Then and he doesn't know what's going on either. But throughout the entire movie, he wants to know what is the meaning of Christmas, he tries thinking it all has something to do with Santa Claus, or Santa Claus, as he calls him in the movie. He tries to get the entire town to celebrate, even though, again, doesn't Thanksgiving come after Halloween? Whatever. The love interest of the movie, Sally, she has, like, a vision, I think. Like, here's the part. I'm going to be honest with you. As much as how good this movie is, it does have its pros and cons, alright? And one of the cons is, in this movie, Sally gets, like, this vision of this mini Christmas tree she has in her hands go up in flames. Then she thinks that's what might happen. And then, like, throughout the entire movie, she tries to, like, warn Jack in a way, but he just ignores her, and it's like, and so Sally can see the future. It's weird how she never gets those things often, and it never really, like, comes up, She never says, hey, I had a vision. I don't know why, but I had a vision, Anyway, yeah, it's really, like, this movie does have its pros and cons, although it is a nice movie, but we'll get to the things at the end. Anyway, Jack gets the Boogie Boys, is a weird name, considering the fact that one of them's a girl. And, he tries to get at them to get Santa Claus, and then, well, yeah, that's how it is. At first, they mistaken them Santa Claus for the Easter Bunny, which, I'm not gonna lie, was a good joke. Okay, and then they got Santa Claus, and then they take him to Oogie Boogie. We'll get to him soon. And then Jack becomes the new Santa Claus, and then he kind of, in a way, kind of screws up Christmas. Instead of giving gifts and toys, everyone in Halloween Town kind of made toys their own Halloween way, which, in a way, kind of scars some of the children, in a way, and even shocks the parents. Well, at least it's better than what Brian and Stewie did in Family Guy, I won't lie. Anyway, anyway, he thinks that, things are going good, but then after so many complaints and news reports, military spots him and shoots his ass down. And yeah, here's the part of the movie where I got a little confused. Like, in this part, after when he realizes his mistake, he's all like, maybe Christmas isn't really for me. Maybe, maybe I'm not cut out for Christmas. Then he immediately decides to go back to being the Pumpkin King. Like, yeah, and again, another one of the cons of the movie. Like, throughout the entire movie, he's like, I don't know, my entire afterlife just gonna be Halloween year after year, nothing else to do. Ooh, maybe I should try this Christmas out. It sounds awesome, you know? Oh God, I nearly got my ass shot down. Maybe I should just go back to being the Pumpkin King. After all, I was fine during as the Pumpkin King. Yeah, it was kind of strange, actually. Like, so the moral of the movie is when you're depressed with something that you're doing, right? And then you try something new, but that doesn't work out. Just immediately go back to what you were doing. That's kind of a weird message. Like maybe it would have been a lot better if he got shot down and then realized maybe I wasn't cut out to be Santa Claus. This Christmas stuff is fun, but maybe I'm not cut out to be Santa Claus. Maybe I should give it back to the big guy. But still celebrate the holiday though. It does seem nice. That could have been, or something like that. Instead, he just immediately goes back to being the Pumpkin King all willy-nilly, even though he was moping about it in the first act, Oh, anyway, he tries rescuing Santa and Sally, who has been kidnapped by the best character in the movie, Oogie Boogie, aka the Boogeyman. Anyway, and it's it's kind of a cool climax, and then Jack rips him open, revealing that it's just a bunch of bugs in a sack, and then all those bugs get disintegrated, and that's the end of Oogie Boogie. Jack tries to make amends with Santa Claus, and then, Santa Claus says he can fix it, he, redoes all the toys, all the nightmarish toys into toys what the children asked it for, and he even gives a little Christmas magic to Halloween Town, and then Jack and Sally become like a couple, and that's the end of the movie. Now, all in all, The Nightmare Before Christmas actually is a pretty good movie. I mean, I heard this movie took like 3 years to make. 3 years. And I respect a person who is going through all their effort to make a stop motion project. I admire a person who does that. I admire a person who goes through hell and back to make sure their stop motion project exists. Oh, but the only problem I have with the movie is that the characters are a bit, forced. Like, in the first act of the movie, Jackie's he's like, oh, I'm tired of doing Halloween over and over again. I just want to do something nice. And, oh, what's this? It's Christmas. What is Christmas? I should try it. Yeah. And then when his ass gets shot down, he's all like, okay, I'm going to immediately go back to being the Pumpkin King. Yeah, even though, I was bitching about it earlier, I should just go back to being it, Instead of just, being like, Christmas is fun, but maybe I shouldn't just do Santa, or something like that. The point is, it was just kind of forced. He should have just immediately be all, he should have just been you know what, maybe this Christmas stuff isn't really cut out for me. It's fun, but I think I should just leave it to the big guy instead. And still celebrate the holiday, Because, again, I know what it's like when you're tired of repeating your life and you want something new to be added on. I've been there, if I'm being honest. And you don't just go back to what you were doing just because you've had one bad experience on your first go, And then there's Sally, actually. She's, depicted as the love interest of the movie, right? But then her creator or father, Dr. I forgot his name, actually. He's, overprotective, and he's, using her as, a servant every now and then she always poisons him just so she can sneak out, Oh, and then, and at the end of the movie, he, builds himself a bride, and, Where the hell did that come from? Like, seriously. And Sally just doesn't gives a rat's ass about it. She's just, happy that her master / father / creator now has his own servant. I guess she's free or whatever. Like, really? And, the whole them and her and Jack becoming a couple by the end kind of came out at the last minute. I mean, they did have moments together, but it wasn't like being a couple, I mean, sure, she gave him that gift basket earlier in the movie, but, I mean, I can understand her just having a crush on Jack, but him, he didn't really seem like he had a crush on her either, He more likely saw her as a friend, and that was it. But then, suddenly he just all hey, I love you now, let's be together, Oh, and then there are the Boogie Boys. In the movie, they're naughties, they're little craps. They're basically little brats, really. That want to torture Santa. But then, off screen, they have a change of heart, and they're willing to help Jack, and where are they going to go? Since their master or father or something, I don't know, is, dead now, where are they going to go? Is Jack and Sally going to adopt them or something? I mean, they're always with Jack in the poster, so maybe. I mean, do dead people can even have children? I don't even want to think of that. I don't know why I brought that up. Listen. Despite these weird parts in the movie and Sally's vision, again, what was all that about? Seriously, what was all that about? Listen, despite those parts of the movie that I felt like hold the movie back, I still thought it was great. I mean, 3 years worth making, that is. That's I mean, was it worth it making this for 3 years? Totally was. I mean, this movie is great. The stop motion is amazing. The characters are fun and interesting, and the songs, they're all good. I can't show you them, but they're you take my word, they're good. They're fun, and this will really get you into the Halloween / Christmas spirit. I give the movie an 8 out of 10. It's really good. I really recommend it. I really thought it was a really fun movie to watch around Halloween or Christmas. Anyway, this review shout out goes to Gus Van D Pod. Again, I'm sure you can read it. He's a dude on the internet who makes these cartoon recaps of animated movies and TV shows. They're really funny, and they're really worth giving a watch. Actually, they're really, really, really funny. When just take my word. Go check his channel out. It's pretty damn funny. Hey, this is the F-Man Critic telling you to subscribe, hit notification. See you guys next time. See ya.